Hi, I'm Julene Harris. Welcome to another episode of Craftsuprint TV. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make one of my scalloped easel cards. I've had a few people ask for some directions on how these are assembled, so I thought this would be a good time for me to do a video and show you how they're done. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make, this is my Happy Easter Chick scalloped easel card, and this is a finished card. And what you're going to need is to go to the website and download sheet number CUP178145_499. And this is what your sheet is going to look like. And you're going to want to cut out this one solid piece, and then your main card front and the decoupage elements, and of course we have our sentiment tags right there. Now I've got, this is our main card base that we're going to be using, and once you cut this out, you're going to want to score it right down the center right here with a scoring tool, and I've used my scoreboard and I've already scored right up and down the center right there. And also you're going to see a faint line that I've got here that goes right down the middle of the half that has no color on it, and you're going to want to score that. Now first thing you're going to want to do is take the score in the center where the design meets the blank part of the card and fold it down. And to get this card to stand up really nice, you're going to make sure that you have a really good crease there so that it will fold right. And then unfold that, and then take this blank part of the card, and right where the line goes through the center of that, you're going to want to fold it down. And again, take your bone folder and give it a really good crease, and that'll make sure that your car stands up really nice as an easel. So this is kind of how it's going to be standing, but we need to attach our card front now, which is this piece right here. Now you can do this either with double-sided sticky tape, or you can use a glue stick. And today, just because it's faster, I'm going to be using my handy dandy tape glider, and I'm going to, now I've just made it sticky on this one half of the blank, and you're going to take your card front and you're going to line it up so it matches the scalloped edges of that part that's folded down. And so you're only attaching it to half of that. So as you can see, there it is open, and then it folds down, and that's how your easel is going to stand right there. Now we've got some decoupage elements to add to this. I've already taken a bunch of the pieces and layered them together to make the little birdie. So now we need to take some foam pads, and we're going to attach him to the front of the card. And this little guy is so adorable. Whoever you give this card to is just gonna love it because it is so cute once it's all finished. Very springy, very happy and bright and vibrant. I'm only putting the foam sticky pads on the larger areas. I don't worry about putting it on the really narrow areas like along the chick's feet or legs. They will stay just fine if you've got your larger areas secured. I'll put one more up there on its head. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and line him up on our card front. He pops out really cute. I think I will take one very small piece of foam tape just to add to the one foot that little birdie is sticking out in front of him. just so that it tacks down real nice. Okay. And he's already got all of his little parts decoupaged on him, and then there are 3 little flower decoupage elements. We've got 1 on each side of our chickie, and then 1 extra on the flower that's right there in front of his wing. So we're gonna add that to the front of him, and that adds all of our decoupage elements. Okay, and this is why you want those creases really strong, because see, I might have not have creased them enough, or it just kind of will pop up. You need those to be well creased so that yay! Got them all backwards now, so that it will stay pressed down on this bottom of your card. Okay, now when I add my sentiment label, what a lot of card makers like to do, and this works just fantastic, is they will use the sentiment label as a stopper, because you'll want something that stops the front of the card from possibly sliding down flat. You want it to stay propped up. And so you can add your label kind of right there and tack it down, and that will just act as a stopper, just like that. This is what I like to do. I like to have some space between the sentiment label and the bottom of the easel portion. So I place my sentiment label a little closer to the front of this bottom piece. And then what I do, there's a couple things you can do. One of them is to take some 1/4" ribbon and then push your easel back as far as you want it to stand when the card is on display. And I've got double-sided tape on the back of the ribbon, and I just press it across. And then all I do is take either a craft knife or my scissors, and I just cut along the edge of that ribbon so that it conforms to the shape of the scalloped edges. And I like this instead of wrapping it clear around the card so it doesn't make the card too bulky. This way everything will fold up nice and flat when you give the card. Okay, now that's not quite enough to stop it right there. Maybe that one is. And then I take another piece and I'm going to make a bow. I love adding ribbons to cards too, as well as glitter and blings and shiny things. So I'm just going to tie a little bow and cut off. I don't want the tails of my bow to be very long, so they don't want them to cover up the sentiment label, so you can read the text on it. So I just kind of cut the ribbon ends sort of just straight across that way. And then once that is cut out, I take one of my glue dots, or you can use just a small bit of double-sided tape, and I take this and I add it to the back side of the bow, and I'll add it right to the top of the ribbon in the center there, and that just adds a pretty little frou-frou, and that gives a nice little stopper to our easel card, and it just displays very nicely. There's also an additional sentiment label if you would like it to have the name of the person you're giving it to instead of Happy Easter. This one says Happy Easter. And also there's an extra decoupage egg if you want to stack that on top of your sentiment label. Anyway, they're really easy to put together. They are so cute all done up. They fold down just really nice like that, and then when they open it, just prop it up like so, and it just looks really cute sitting up on your shelf to display. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Craftsuprint TV, and I hope you'll enjoy making some of my new scalloped easel cards. I think they're just so fun and adorable and make a great impression. So thank you for joining me. You can find more of my designs at www.craftsuprint.com/Julene Harris. And if you want, there's also a coordinating design that goes really well with my little chick design. And it's got an Easter bunny on there. And they look really cute together if you want a couple of choices to give out at Easter that are still coordinated. So have a good time, happy crafting, and we'll see you next time. Bye.